There's all this Dabo Sweeney talk because there's coaching vacancies. And, would he go to the Texans? And I was told no, he wouldn't go to the Texans. But then it was brought up to me yesterday, what if the Falcons' job is open and they have the number one pick in the draft? Like, do you see a scenario where Dabo Sweeney would actually leave Clemson to coach in the NFL?
So, I know that there's interest in him, and I know he's been on lists, and that's, how all these things start. Whether or not he would actually do it, I don't know. I don't know him nearly well enough to be able to say one way or the other, but I do think there's going to be opportunity out there for him. And what's so interesting about this, and college coaches know this. I mean, if Dabo asked Nick Saban, what would Nick Saban say about his experience with the Dolphins? Get yourself a quarterback, because that's what I didn't do in Miami. And so, if Dabo has it in his head, at some point I want to take my shot in the NFL, who his quarterback's going to be is a big part of that. And, which quarterbacks does he have the best background on? He has the best background on Deshaun Watson. He has the best background on Trevor Lawrence. And so if, say, a Jacksonville or an Atlanta wound up with the number one overall pick and Dabo had it in the back of his head, I got to take my shot at some point at doing this. I want to try the NFL. He would want to take it with a guy he trusts at the most important position on the field. And so I think going to a team, with the number one overall pick would, certainly be enticing for him. And I do think the one thing to keep an eye on with the Houston situation there, Dan, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people have pointed at Jack Easterby's relationships in New England. I'm told that Jack Easterby is very, very close with Clemson coach Dabo Sweeney. And so, to me, like, the idea there that, like, maybe Jack Easterby could sort of plant the seed and start.
And he's the GM. Is he the president?
He's he's the EVP of football operations, which is amazing because he's gone from team chaplain in Kansas City, the character coach in New England.
Wait.
Now he's basically running the show.
Wait, he was a chaplain?
He was a chaplain. Yep, a chaplain with the Chiefs. And he wound up, in fact, the reason, now think about this, like he was the chaplain in the Chiefs when the Javon Belcher tragedy happened.
Yeah.
And Scott Pioli was the GM. He wound up in New England because Scott Pioli said to Bill Belichick, there's the best guy to handle this Aaron Hernandez situation for you is right here. It's Jack Easterby. He rose through the ranks in New England, and then he winds up in Houston with Bill O'Brien. And now with O'Brien fired, he's the top ranking football official in Houston. And again, I'm told that he has a very close relationship with Dabo. And so, I mean, the idea that maybe Jack Easterby could sell Dabo on the idea, I'm going to let you run the football operation here and you get to come work with Deshaun.
Wow.
I'm not refuting what you're trying to say about him not going there, but I would think that one of Jack's first phone calls would probably be to Dabo, either to try to get him to go there or to get advice on what he should do.